Splatoon 3 is not Splatoon 2.5. However, the games will inevitably share a couple of the same things, both the good and the bad. Now relax, Nintendo, that is, if anyone from Nintendo somehow found their way to this video, this isn't about you. Oh no. Today, it's about you, the Splatoon community. You've simply gone too far. There's just been too much controversy for far too long. That's right, you're all getting cancelled. Sound the alarms, prepare the apology videos, whip open those notes apps, hashtag Splatoon community is over party is going to be trending all over Twitter.
Here's a number. What's that shit say? Psych! That's the wrong number!
Nah, I'm just kidding. We haven't done anything to cause mass cancellations yet. But today we are taking a dive into something just a tad controversial, something that divides opinions, and something that I know the community does not agree on. So if you were on Twitter about a month and a half ago, you would have seen the post your controversial opinion trend going around, where people post their unpopular opinions on certain topics, and the Splatoon community was no exception to this trend. Inquiries asked the Splatoon community for their most controversial Splatoon opinions, Splatoon hot takes if you will, and it was all over the community Twitter. I kid you not, in the week that this tweet was posted, it was literally impossible to avoid. People had a lot to say. There were comments on the idols, weapons, certain stages, the agents, lore, the ranked modes, the comp scene, you name it, someone probably said something about it. Well, almost. Something wasn't being talked about. Something was missing. One of the most controversial, opinion-dividing topics in the Splatoon world was nowhere to be seen. That's right, I'm talking about squid bagging.
We interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
Did you know that YouTube and Splatoon are doing a secret collaboration? If you press the subscribe button, you'll get a special new gear ability called Squid Bag Defense Up. This decreases your chances of getting squid bagged by 25%. And if you hit the like button as well, it buffs the ability all the way up to 50%. Squid baggers be gone. Hit like and subscribe today.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
There have been many things that have divided the opinions of the Splatoon community over the years. Moray Towers lovers versus Moray Towers haters. Team Clamblitz is the best versus Team Clamblitz can get in the f***ing bin. Boobs should be allowed in Splatoon art versus boobs shouldn't be in Splatoon art. And yes, this is a real debate that actually happened on Splatoon Twitter a couple weeks back. But very few have divided the opinions of the player base quite as long as the squid bag. So what exactly is squid bagging? I'm well aware most of you will probably know, but there may be some new players around, so I figured I should probably explain what this is. Well, according to our good friends at Urban Dictionary, squid bagging is a variation of the term teabagging, popularized in Nintendo online shooter Splatoon/Splatoon 2 by community. Squid bagging is to switch rapidly from kid to squid form, acting as a taunt to the player that was splattered. So why might someone squid bag you? Well, there are three main reasons why you may get squid bagged. Number one is they're trying to taunt you after they killed you. Number two is that they are either trying to start or are participating in a squid party. Or number three, which is typically used at higher levels, is that it's an advanced movement technique because it actually makes you a little bit harder to hit. So why does such a simple action cause so much controversy? How can so many different people have so many different opinions on simply going in and out of squid or octo format at a rapid pace? Well, because despite the Urban Dictionary definition, we've just established there are more than one reasons why you could be getting squid bagged. The issue is, in a public lobby, you don't know what people's motivations are. Are they trying to start a squid party, or are they taunting you to put you off your game? You have no clue. I have my own opinions on the topic, but I am just one person. The likelihood of every single person watching this video agreeing with me completely is about as likely as Nintendo announcing the much-awaited Super Mario 2 Electric Boogaloo is not only dropping onto the eShop at midnight tonight, but actually won't feature Mario at all, as they declare Luigi is Green Boy and therefore Best Boy. As much as I love Luigi, let's be real, we all know that's never gonna happen. But I did want to know what you, yes you, the people in the Splatoon community, the person watching this video, I wanted to know what you thought. So today we're going to go through it, and don't forget to drop your opinions in the comments down below. So I looked at two different sources when it came to trying to find out what the Splatoon community thought about squid bagging. First of all, I took to my YouTube community tab, which thank you to my subs for getting me over 500 so I could use that. Unfortunately for you guys, you're going to be sick of me asking questions there.
Prepare to be sick of me!
But get used to it, because I like to know what you guys think. And then of course I had to return to my holy grail of opinions, Twitter. You know I love the Bird app when it comes to videos like this. So I polled my wonderful subscriber base using the poll tool. I said, what's your thoughts on squid bagging people in public lobbies? I feel like I see a lot of divided opinions on it. And as expected, there were a lot of divided opinions. Only 7% of people said they don't like it and never do it, with 16% of people saying that they squid people whenever they feel like it, 16% said they don't squid bag but don't mind if it happens to them, and a whopping 60% said they only squid bag someone if they do it to them first. I am in that 60%. I don't tend to squid bag people first, but if you do it to me, you are fair game. You will get squid bagged. I will press that button repeatedly. I will go in and out of squid form. You will witness it and you will know you squid bagged the wrong I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I kid, honestly. It's not that serious, but I will squid bag you back. When it came to the comment section, we also had a mixed bag. Salty said, in all honesty, I don't care if people do it. It just confuses me why someone is so excited just to kill me or win against me. Like, have you never won a game before? And this one makes me laugh because if someone squid bags you out of the blue, honestly, take it as a compliment. Just be like, oh my god, this person is so excited to get a kill against me. I must be playing really well or something. You know, take it as a compliment. Also, for the remainder of this section, I apologize if I absolutely butcher anybody's names. I promise I'm trying and I'm not purposely mispronouncing. It's just, you know, it happens sometimes. Etica's Score Bunny said, I love squid bagging. It makes the other player perform worse / play tilted. So it's the psychological warfare for me. Oh my god, I love that. The psychological warfare for me. Do you know what? I respect that. I'm not gonna lie. I respect the psychological warfare. Damn. Okay. Chizit said, it's a good tactic in comp / ranked. Your opponent can be so focused on the taunt so much that they obstruct their team plays, which causes their whole team to fall apart. I like to do it when the moment is right. And this is an interesting one because it's being used at higher level stuff, but not for the movement option. It's being used as a taunt still. And we'll get into this a little bit later, but some people disagree with it being used in ranked. Jackaroni Drills said, people complain so much about it and I don't know why. They act like I just kicked it. Jesus. They act like I just kicked their dog and spat on their kid when I pressed ZL a few times in Funny Squid Game. When I pressed ZL a few times in Funny Squid Game, if Splatoon had emotes, I guarantee people wouldn't be complaining as much as they do now. And long emotes would be annoying because you can't stop whenever you want. We partially here because I think if emotes were a thing in Splatoon, squid bagging wouldn't happen as much because it would be replaced with emotes. However, I know from Fortnite people do definitely still complain about emotes, so that wouldn't really fix it. It would just shift it. Long emotes would be annoying though, because unlike squid bagging, you can't just stop whenever you want. You have to wait for it to finish. It's kind of like my washing machine. It does a little song when it's finished, but you can't just stop the song by opening the door. You know, if you open the door, it will still keep going with its little song. You have to wait for it to finish. It's not done. It needs to say what it needs to say. And the last comment we're going to look at today from my YouTube comments, if you want to see the rest of them, head over to my community tab. They are all there. But the last one we're going to look at is from Amiga Falcon. I love disrespecting people with the squid bag. And I love when the people I squid bagged eventually get revenge and squid bag back to me. We have found our first open squid bagger, people. We have found them. And this is an interesting one because most of the comments I got both on YouTube and on Twitter are not people openly admitting that they squid bag, but there were 16% of people in the vote, so I knew there had to be some people out there that do it. And I'm glad that Amiga Falcon, you know, it might be controversial, but they're owning it, you know, they own it, and good on you for owning it, you know? Now we're moving on over to Twitter, and remember I said earlier on that we would get back to squid bagging in ranked? It's because of this particular comment. Now I don't know what the symbol is for their name, so I'm not going to be able to pronounce it, but they've said, I don't mind people squid bagging or partying in turf, but god, not in ranked. I can't count the number of times I lost a huge chunk of points in X rank because someone decided it was a good idea to spam booyah and this way and squid bag and spawn. Now I think this does lean more into the squid party side of things than actual like squid bagging for taunts, but you can see there is a divide on whether you should or shouldn't squid bag in rank. Brussels has said, and I love the honesty here, I want to be like the others and just ignore it and act cool, but I'm also a little crybaby and little things like that usually get to me more than I really want it to. I respect the honesty here because sometimes I feel like we can all be like that and we all want to act cool and play it off, but sometimes it does get to us and that's okay. Now we found somebody who is really against squid bagging in Matter as they say, I never do it to people, it's annoying and unfunny and mean. But that contrasts directly with Agent 3 who just says it's funny, and this is why it's so controversial because you can see some people are fine with it, but some people don't like it, and you can't tell in a public lobby who would like it, who doesn't like it, who's okay with it, who will squid bag you back. There is no way to know. So from that we can gather that there is a very mixed bag of opinions when it comes to squid bagging. But what can we really do about it? Well, not much really. Sure, adding emotes would probably reduce the amount of squid bagging that goes on, but I know that plenty of people would still get annoyed because I've seen it happen in Fortnite. Taunting in online video games will almost always find a way to exist, and Splatoon is no exception to that. If you're going to use squid bagging to try to start a squid party in a public lobby, assess the situation first to make sure you're unlikely to annoy people, and if you get squid bagged, try your best to shrug it off and keep playing to the best of your abilities. I know sometimes this is easier said than done, especially if the same person has squid bagged you multiple times, but getting too annoyed or getting tunnel vision on one player can be the difference between winning and losing.